Right, here we go. League of Extraordinary Investigators, Round 5, Scenario 4. And I've just had a mental block and I can't remember what it's called. Blood on the Altar. Okay, right, let's get the setup done. There's my bag. Everything should be in order. 1 + 1, 2 zeros, 3 -1s, 2 -2s, 2 -3s, a -4, 2 skulls, a cultist, an elder thing, an elder sign, and the tentacles. I'm gonna do my setup on the stream so you can see that I am truly randomizing where everything ends up. So first of all, we've got to decide which of the locations isn't in the game. So I'm just going to deal a token onto each one, and the lowest one is out. So at the moment, we've got 2 -2s, and a skull is -1 for each location in play with no encounter card under it. I think it's a little unfair to do that one. Right, 2 -2s. Okay, let's do a draw between the two of them. -4. Right, Bishop's Brook is out. And then to decide which of the two variants goes in play for each. I've got a slight delay on the video again, sorry about this. It's not as bad as last time. I've got no idea which is which. I haven't touched this scenario in about 3 weeks when I had a crazy week of practices. Right, so what I thought, I'd just roll a d20 for each location. If it's an odd, the top one stays in play. If it's even, the bottom stays in play. So we'll start with that one. House and Reeds, odd, top one stays in play. Schoolhouse, odd, top one stays in play. General Store, even, bottom one stays in play. Burned Ruins, even, bottom one stays in play. Congregational Church, even, bottom one stays in play. Right. Now to sort out the hidden hidden items. Let's take these locations off so they're not confusing matters. I've got my hidden chamber, key to the chamber, and 3. Actually, let's just make sure I'm being upfront and honest. Let's give this a shuffle. I practiced this about 9 times when I was on holiday the other week. I won 5, lost 4, so I'm not overly optimistic. My tactics, being Rita, depending on running around a lot and hopefully getting my track shoes and my ornate bow and Peter Sylvester out. So I need lots of money. And if I get all of that in play, I can take out Silas in a couple of turns. Right. 1, 2, 3. So that's our 5 mystery items. Rubbish at shuffling a very small number. So I'm going to let the tokens decide. Let's place them out clockwise, starting at the Burned Ruins. Lowest one goes first. Okay, well, we'll redo the score. So we've got 2 -1s. This probably isn't a good way of doing it. Well, that one's definitely going first then. So we had 2 -2s next. Which of those goes next? That one doesn't, so that one goes next. Then we had that's classed as -2 anyway, but I always class a icon worse than just a raw number. That'll do. I've shuffled it. I've let the tokens randomise it. Don't want to be accused of preempting where the hidden chamber and the key are. So I think we're ready to go. Give my deck another shuffle. And let's see what my opening hand is. We have Lucky, Stunning Blow, Guts, Hoods, so that can go straight away. That can go straight away. Another Stunning Blow. Blimey now. You know what? I'm going to scrap the lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, not what I wanted. Nothing that I wanted. Still, at least I've got some investigating stuff. Why on earth would I need my resourcefuls at this stage in the game? That's absolutely terrible. But I've got a wing in it, a look what I found, and a flashlight, so at least I'll be able to do some investigating. I've got my 1 trauma that I took on the last mission scenario. Start my 5 starting resources. So I guess I will pay my first action. I will pay 2 to equip a flashlight. 3 uses. I've not even revealed my starting location. That gives me my resign option. So, given that that is one way, I think it makes sense for me to just work around clockwise, otherwise I'll be able to do some doubling back at this stage, so I'll go. So action 1 was play a card. Action 2 is going to be move to the general store. Right, it's the 2 shroud version and I cannot gain resources while I am here. There is 1 clue to be found. So action 3 will be investigate. I'm going to pay 1 for winging it. I'm not going to use my flashlight. I'm going to save that for the highest shroud one. I think it's the schoolhouse that's generally the worst. Right, winging it. Paid 1 for winging it. That reduces the shroud to 1. So it's a 2 on a 1. I'm not going to bother committing anything at this stage. 2 on a 1, -3. Brilliant. So that's my 3rd action. Okay. No enemies in play. Nothing to ready. Card and a resource. A stunning blow again. No, I can't gain a resource because I'm in the general store. Mythos phase. Add a doom to the agenda. We are in agenda 1. We have 6 that we're working towards. Just 1 second. I think I should have started with a doom on the agenda because I never made it off the train. Let me double check. Rule checking live on a stream. That's what we like to see. Yeah, I should already have a doom on there. So there we go. Encounter. We have hunted down. If there are no unengaged criminal enemies in play, it gains surge. There aren't any, so we surge away. Servant of many mouths. Spawn in any empty location. I'm gonna pop him here. Okay. Investigation phase. Get that out of the way now. Right. I'm going to use action 1 is going to be investigate with the flashlight. I know I said I wasn't going to do it, but that first draw gave me a sign of how this game's going to go. So I'm investigating with a 2 on a 0. And that is -2, so that is a pass. I have a clue. And I will use the reaction to see what is in here, and it is... it's the key. Wow, okay. You saw that, that was randomised. Okay, second action. Move to the schoolhouse, which is a 4 shroud with 1 clue. And I cannot commit skill cards to tests. That's fine. I don't want to. So for my third action, I can't combine flashlight and winging it, can I? Because that's 2 separate investigate actions. So I shall... I can't commit skill cards, so drawing up's not going to help me. I do have a look what I found, but that seems a waste to use it on a 1 clue location. I think I'm going to move on. So action 1 was move, action 2, move again to the house in the woods. 1 clue per investigator. While you're in the house in the reeds, sorry, you cannot play events. So my third action is... I can't wing. I'll use a flashlight to investigate. So that brings it down to 0 again. 2 against 0. -3. So that's 0 against 0. That's a pass, isn't it? Yeah. 2 clues. And that was my third action. I will save the reveal until the start of the next round in case it's an enemy who's going to whack me one. No enemies in play. Well, there are, but he's not a hunter. No attacks. Nothing to ready. Card and a resource. There's nothing stopping me now, is there? No. Resource and a card. It's Hoods. Rita's favourite. Doom on the agenda. And an encounter. Another servant of many mouths spawn on any empty location. I shall put him over there because I have no need to go back there. Investigation. Right, let's deal with the Hoods. So after he's alert, he is hunter. Alert means a failed evade will trigger an attack back at me, doesn't it? He's hunter, so he's going to chase me. I'm his only prey, and after I evade him, he attacks me, and I don't have a weapon. His fight is 3, as is mine. I cannot play events while I'm here. I can play skills. It's a shame to waste a resourceful at this stage when I've only got a winging it in my discard pile, which I can play from there anyway. Right, let's attack him with a stunning blow. So I'm going in with a 4 against a fight of a 3. Failed. I need to evade him, don't I, and take the hit. I've got nothing to absorb it. So action 2. Evade, that's a 5 on a 3. You know, I said I played this game 9 times and lost 4. Well, I think it's going to be a 5 out of 10, isn't it? Right, so that's 1 damage, 1 horror. Because that was an evade that I failed, so he attacks me back. So my third action, I've got no soak. I'm going to have to evade him. 5 on 3. 0. Something has passed, so he gets a hit back on me, 1 of each. But thanks to Rita's ability, he gets 1 damage on him at least. He is exhausted, and he is here. I'm not going to use... oh, I wanted to run away now, but... do I want to risk seeing what's under there? Could be the hidden chamber. 1 in 4 chance. 1 in 4 chance. Or do I get away from the hoods until I get a weapon? I think I move away from the hoods. No, I can't move away from the hoods. That's my third action done. This stupid game. Okay, I'm staying put. No hunter enemies to move, no enemies to attack. He readies, re-engages. Get a resource and a card. Look what I found. I did shuffle these cards, didn't I? Right. It just feels such a waste to use a resourceful now. But I think I need it. But anyway, let's do the doom and the encounter first. Rotting remains, test ahead of 3, for which point I failed. Take it horror. This could be the end of the game. My head is 3. I could fail by 3 and die now. I have no head icons I can commit. There's nothing I can do, is there? Let's see what this is going to do for me. I don't look. I don't look. Oh, thank you, +1. I'm still around. Okay, but I've still got the hoods who could finish me off. Right, I am going to... what am I going to do with these hoods? I'm going to fight with a resourceful. So that puts me on 4 against 3. That's all I've got to commit. I don't really want to give up my second resourceful, but is it worth it to make sure I stay in the game? No. He's not going to hit me back because he's not got retaliate. So let's go in with a 4 on a 3. And it's a fail. So I've lost my resourceful, so I may as well have committed the second one, but then it wouldn't have passed anyway. Okay, let's try again with my other resourceful. 4 on a 3. Second action. Four on a 3. Skull is -1 for each location in play with no encounter card under it. I'm assuming we count the village commons. So that's -2. I was going in with 3, 4, -2. I failed again. This game is disastrous. I'm going to evade him and take the hit. That's all I can do, I think. Five on a 3. Passed. So I take a hit. One of each. He takes a hit thanks to Rita's special ability, which I forgot to reset. And I got a strange sense of deja vu. He's back there, exhausted. I'm here, having used my third action. No hunter enemies to move, no enemies to attack. He readies and re-engages. We have resource and a card. Needed you. Doom. That puts us on to 5 out of 6. And an encounter on Wings of Darkness. Test evade of 4. Well, I've got 5. Unfortunately, I haven't got Peter in play yet. I've got nothing I can boost it with. 5 on a 4. That should be reset. -1. That's a pass. So, I'm here with the hoods that I need to evade or kill or something. Evade is my best option, but I will be nearly dead. I'll be on 4 out of 5 horror then. I can't do anything with anything I've got in my hand. I'll hit him with my flashlight, perhaps. Okay. Let's evade the bugger. Action 1. 5 against 3. Come on, Arkham, be my friend. 5 against 3, -1. I've passed. So he's dead, but I'm assuming he still gets the hit in. So that's 1 and 1. Yes, I remember having this discussion on the Discord. So I am at death's door after my first action. Action 2, let's see what is hidden in the house in the reeds. It's a thug. Okay, maybe I should have equipped Peter first. Too late now, I can't rewind. Well, let's evade him. A 5 on a 2 for my third action. I've used my special ability, so I'll use it to move. 5 on a 2. -2, that's a pass. Oh no, I can't use the special ability, can I? Because I've used it. So was that my third action? That wasn't my third action, was it? Was it? I evaded, which killed him. Yeah, I think I clicked the action thing for drawing the card out, which wasn't an action. Well, I'm sure my verifiers will correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think I took a second action there. Third action move. Congregational church. 2 clues. 1. Check, is anyone actually... Oh, I won't look at Twitch because it'll play a loud advert. I can choose and discard a card from my hand to gain 2 resources. If there are no clues here, draw the encounter card. Okay. Anyway, hunter enemies move. There are none. Ready cards. So he readies and just sits there. And hopefully... Yeah, he's not hunter or anything. He's just going to sit there for the rest of the game now. Hopefully I don't need to go back. Card and a resource. Cherished keepsake. Okay. I'm going to tool up now. Action 1, cherished keepsake. Cost nothing. No. I'm getting ahead of myself. Doom on the agenda which advances. Whippoorwills gather in the gambrel roofs of Dunwich, blah-de-blah-de-blah. If there are 3 or more potential sacrifices... I haven't got my potential sacrifices out. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Right, my potential sacrifices are... Armitage, Rice, not Clover, Morgan. So it's those 3. Plus... Who am I missing? Sawyer and Wally. That's it. So I need to choose a random sacrifice and place it under the agenda deck without looking at it. So I'll take that one, place it under there. Didn't peek. Right, agenda 2A. We have a threshold of 6. Draw an encounter. Please be a nice one. Is there a nice one? Sordid and silent. Attach this to your location. At the end of the round, each investigator at this location takes a horror. Well, that can't happen. Right. So my action 1 was going to be play Cherished Keepsake for free. Action 2, pay 3 for Peter. The upgraded Peter, that is. Maybe action 3 should be moved just to avoid taking horror, but then again, Peter can take it. Let's investigate with the flashlight. So it's 2 on a 0. So that was action 1 was Cherish Keepsake, action 2 was Peter, action 3 is Investigate. 2 on a 0, plus 1. I investigated very well. That was my third action. I won't take the card until the next phase. Hunter enemies move. There are no hunter enemies. At the end of the round I take a horror, which I put on Peter. Ready cards. Card and a resource. It's my bow. It's my bow. And I can afford it. At Doom. 1 out of 6. Draw an encounter. Eager for death. Well, the way I've been playing today, I am, yes. Test ahead of 2. Increase this skill test difficulty by 1 for each damage on you. If you fail, take 2 horror. Oh, this game's got it in for me. Right. Test 2 head. My head is 3. Increase this skill test by 1 for each damage on you. I have 5 damage on you, so that's a head of 7. 3 on 7. There's no point in even drawing it, is there? There's no point. I'm going to take 2 horror. I'm not even looking. I'm taking 2 horror. -3. Okay. Doesn't say direct horror, so the teddy bear can have 1 and Peter can have the other. Oh dear. This game is really starting to freak me out. Okay. Action 1. Pay 4. To equip the bow, which is 2-handed, so I lose the flashlight, which was empty anyway, and it has 1 use. Now, I will see what was hidden in the church. It's the hidden chamber. Okay, okay, things are suddenly looking up. So the hidden chamber is in play. I can get into it now because I have the key. If the hidden chamber is connected to your location, which it is, attach the key to the chamber. So that was my first action was playing the bow, yes. Second action, I revealed the chamber, which wasn't an action. Sordid and silent is here in the church. The church is sordid and silent. I don't really want to take another horror. I don't really want to move into the chamber yet, because what's his face is going to be there. Sorry, it's a fly buzzing. I'm going to move to the burned ruins as my second action, and I'm going to draw. Hang on, let's reveal the burned ruins. There's 3 clues there, but it doesn't really matter. We're not going to be investigating. And my third action is I'm going to draw. Track shoes. Right, I need me monies. I need me monies. I think my next round might just be sit and earn money to pay for my expensive fancy shoes. So, hunter enemies move. There are no hunter enemies. Hello. Enemies attack. No one attacks. Ready cards. Card and a resource. Winging it. What's up? Okay. Sorry, my daughter's just come into the room and have to get some breakfast. Right, card and a resource. I've drawn a winging it. I took the resource. Doom on the agenda. Draw an encounter card. It's a mobster. He has retaliate, and after he attacks you, I lose a resource. That's not happening. So, action 1. Evade the mobster. I have an extra foot evade from Peter, so I've now got 6. A 6 on a 2 is a -1. I shall evade him, and I shall use... Shall I use Rita's? I won't bother wasting Rita's ability. My other plans for this are to draw 2 more resources so I can pay for my shoes. Yeah, I'll use the ability to stick a damage on him while he's down. Right. Second action. Resource. Third action. Draw. Guts. Okay. On to enemies move, there are none. Enemies attack, ready cards. He re-engages. Resource and a card. Stunning blow. Add a doom. Draw an encounter. Kidnapped. Great. No, not great. That was sarcastic great. Test head of 4 or evade of 4. If you fail, add an ally asset you control to the pool of potential sacrifices. Then attach kidnapped to the current agenda. If you have no ally assets, take 2 damage and discard kidnapped instead. I cannot lose Peter. He should have healed one of those horrors at the end of the last round. I have 6 evade. It's either head or evade. I have 3 head. I could boost it to 5 with guts. I have 5, 6 evade. It's got to be evade, hasn't it? I have no aid, nothing I can boost it with though. This could be very bad. 6 against a 4. I don't know if I can look. -2, passed. You're alright for now, Peter. You're alright. Action 1, evade the mobster again. So 5, 6 against a 2. -1. Yeah, I'll use Rita's ability to get rid of him, because just in case something happens that delays me getting to the thing. So that was action 1. Action 2, I'm paying 3 for my track shoes. So I've got everything I said I needed for the finale. I'm just very, very poorly. Action 3. I'm just going to draw, I think. Flashlight. That was a bit of a waste. Okay. Hunter enemies move, there are none. Enemies attack, no attacks. Ready abilities and cards. Card and a resource. Plucky. It's going to cost me 1 to play Plucky, and then I have no money, so that's kind of pointless now. Doom on the agenda, that puts us to 4 out of 6. And an encounter, which is kidnapped. I'm slightly higher on my agility this time. So I'm now 5, 6, 7. 7 on a 4. I think there are 2 tokens in here that could stop it for me. 7 on a 4. I've got nothing I can add to it, have I? No. Skull. -1 for each location in play with no encounter card. 1, 2, 3, 4. 7 minus 4 is 3. I've got that right, haven't I? 1, 2, 3, 4. I was going in with 5, 6, 7. Yeah. 7 minus 4 is 3. I have failed. I only have 1 ally asset I control. Peter! So he goes into the pool of potential sacrifices. Then I attach Kidnapped to the current agenda. So basically when the agenda advances, there will be 2 sacrifices, I think. Anyway, we'll see when we get there. Right, action 1. Now it's time to kick some bum. Move. Exhaust track shoes. Test. Evade. So I'm on 5, 6 against 3. -1. That's a pass, which gives me a bonus move into the hidden chamber on my first action. When you enter the hidden chamber, advance. You find your way into the hidden chamber. Blah de blah de blah. Reveal each unrevealed location. There aren't any. Move all clues in play, including those on each investigator, to the hidden chamber. So it's 1, 2, 3. 1 from there. 2 from there. Oh, I've seen this with much higher clues before, is that right? 4. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. And now I put Silas Bishop in the hidden chamber. That Sordid and Silent could be dangerous. I've got the Cherished Keepsake to get me through 1 round of it, but it'll go when the agenda advances anyway. Okay, action 2. Let's offload an arrow into Silas Bishop. So I'm attacking with Evade instead of Fight. I get 5, 6. Ornate Bow gives me +2. So I'm attacking with 8 against his fight of 3. -1. So unsurprisingly, that is a hit, and the Ornate Bow does a +2 damage. So that's 3 damage on Silas Bishop for my second action. For my third action, unfortunately I've exhausted track shoes. I've used my ammo. I need to get out of here, but I can only go 1 step now. So third action, I can't afford to take his 2 damage, 2 horror hit. So I've got to move out here, where my round ends, and I take 1 horror, which I will put on the keepsake, which goes. Okay. Onto enemy's move. He's massive, isn't it? He's not elite. He doesn't make attacks of opportunity. So no enemies to attack. I did that Sword in the Silent too early, didn't I? It should have been at the end of the whole round, not the end of the phase. Never mind. Right, ready cards. Ready ability resource and a card. Meat Cleaver, no need for you now, mate. And that's got me on 8 cards. Add Doom to the agenda, puts us on 5 out of 6. I'd like to stop that if possible. Encounter card. This could be it. That readies. Test head or feet of 4. So I'm on 6 of feet and 3 of head. I can go 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can get my head to 8. I can get my feet no higher than 6. So I'm going to test head. I'm going to throw in Guts, Meat Cleaver, and Plucky. So that's an extra 4 icons. Where did I get 8 from? I can't add up. Anyway, yes, that's 7. 7 on 4. And I can't do any better than that, can I? Because Peter's gone, he would have given me an extra head. This could be the end of the game. It's either a 6 on a 4 with my evade, or a 7 on a 4 with throwing all those cards in. I think that's the only option I've got. 7 on a 4. Is it game over? -2. Right. Action 1. Load an arrow on the bow. Action 2. Step into the hidden chamber. Action 3. Shoot Silas in the faces. 5, 6, 7, 8 on his attack of 3. 8 on 3. Elder Thing, -3, passed. Silas is down. 2 victory points. I think that's it, isn't it? There's no victory points in any of the locations. So, 2 victory points, 11 turns, almost dead. Multiple times. Right. I think that's it then. Thank you very much if anyone's watching. Thank you to Jeff and Vase when you come round to review it. I hope you don't find it too arduous, and I hope I didn't make as many mistakes as I normally do. Okay, thank you very much. Goodbye.